All right. It is a foggy morning. We don't get many of those in Texas, so when you get them, you got to get out there and take advantage of it. So I just woke up at 4 o'clock, could not go to sleep, and decided to pull out my cell phone, browse the internet a little bit, play around, and I opened up one of my apps that I use for photography, and all of a sudden I realized, hey, we've got fog. So I am excited. I can't wait to get out there. So later on in this video, I'm going to tell you about that app and one other app. Now, I've gone through quite a few apps that deal with the weather and light. And these two apps are the best that I've found so far. They're excellent apps. So now I wasn't prepared to go out this morning, so I hope I got everything. I hope I don't forget anything. But hey, I'm just happy we got some fog. I'm hoping we get some good pictures. And I'm so looking forward to getting a good hike in, get some exercise. So let's go ahead and get to it.
You are like gold dust over me, just like an angel set me free.
All right, so we are here. I don't see any fog yet, but hopefully the fog will roll in. The app showed it coming in around 7 to 9, so hopefully we'll see that. It's still a little early, but hey, it's the weather. You never can tell. Now I know we have some thunderstorms coming. It's my first time being out in the rain doing photography, so that ought to be fun. I'm actually kind of excited about that too, which is kind of weird because I may get stuck in a thunderstorm with a bunch of equipment that probably shouldn't get too wet, and it's a little cold, and I'm looking forward to it. Don't you just love photography? All right, let's go ahead and get out there before that sun comes up.
Stop before it's over. The weight is off your shoulder. Everything we feel.
So one of the apps that I use on a regular basis is very common, and of course this video isn't sponsored by this app, but it's called PhotoPills. Now I use PhotoPills to find my location, to look at where the sun is going to rise, to see where the light's going to be hitting in the terrain around me. It's very good for that. You can also use it for moonlight. Now you'll see me playing with it here, trying to figure out where the light's going to be hitting during golden hour. It's a great app. I recommend you try it out.
The application didn't do me wrong. It looks like there is definitely some fog cover here. It's not quite as much as the last time we got some fog, but hey, beggars can't be choosy. We don't often get fog. We don't often get fog here in Texas, so now I have to make a choice. I can stay out here, and you can see this awesome tree line right here. I can stay out here, try to find a good composition with the sun rising. It's nice and open. You got the fog between the trees. Or I can go and check out this composition I've been wanting to get for quite a while. It is deeper. It's actually deep in the woods. I can try to do that. Hopefully the fog will penetrate the woods some. I can get some nice moody pictures there with the sun rising. I know I definitely get good pictures out here, or good scenes out here, and I know I can definitely capture the fog out here, but I've been there, done that, so looking for a different challenge. I think I'm gonna head to the woods. Yeah. Of course, it did rain this week. I might be heading into a big mud bog, but you know what? Hey, it's worth it. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna head into the woods. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I finally made it to this one composition I've been looking at for a while. My son and I had come through here not too long ago looking for good compositions, and we ran across this one right here. So we have this awesome tree here. I think it's a big oak, not quite sure. And we have the creek doing kind of a curve, almost an S curve. And back there, we have a line of trees. And usually when the sun is rising, the sun just shines through those trees. I was hoping we'd get a little bit of the sun shining through those trees and cutting through this fog, but I guess I can't have both. The sun is actually not only foggy, but it's quite cloudy today because I think we have some thunderstorms coming. So not much of a sunrise this morning. Uh, but still pretty good composition. Not the one I was hoping for. I'm gonna have to come back again and get the sun rise at this spot. I think it'll really make a great composition. But I'll go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and get this shot. I'm gonna go ahead and get this composition. I think it's, like I said, it's not what I was hoping for, but I think it'll still be pretty. I still think it's worth it. Love the fog and the trees in the background. Really nice, really pretty out here. I like it. All right, so, oh, here comes the rain. So I am set up with the aperture set to f12, f13. I've got it set to 16 millimeter, got it pretty wide. I may crop it a little bit later. And I've got the ISO set to 100. So now I've got a 3-stop graduated filter on the front. Believe it or not, even with those clouds and with that fog, the highlights are still pretty bright there. So that'll lower that down some. Should be a pretty good shot. I've got a timer set for 10 seconds. I didn't bring a remote today, so that should keep it from shaking too much. Let's go ahead, and I feel the raindrops coming, so I better go ahead and get this shot while I can. I think it's going to be a pretty good shot. Birdie. So I think it's going to be a pretty good shot. I'm going to pack it up a little bit and walk around some more. See if I can find a couple more compositions before that rain comes.
So one of the things about this particular nature preserve is that the woods are quite chaotic. There's a lot of debris laying around, and often there's a lot of flooding. But there are a few spots where I personally find it to be quite beautiful, quite unique in its own right.
So I was heading out and I found one more nice shot that I like. I found this one little composition here. The trail kind of leads through the wood path here. We've got small trees, little underbrush. It's a lot of dead limbs and stuff in here. I think this is kind of more where the water rose off and it often floods in this area. So a little bit trashy. Don't really like that, but for this area it's not too bad. Got an S-curve through the woods, and got the fog kind of in the background. One thing to note is I've got it set to f8 aperture. The fog kind of makes it real soft in the background anyway, so I'm setting it about f8, just contemplating f5, but it's settled for f8. I don't have time to get my graduated filter out, so I'm going to do a bracketed shot. I've got it set to 28 to 30 millimeters and ISO 100. And I think this one's going to make a pretty nice shot. All right. So I definitely got some fog. It's pretty nice out here. It's still foggy. I can't believe how foggy it is. I've been out here for a couple hours already and still foggy. It's gotten more thicker and thicker. So that application was right on. So let me show you that application real quick. You need to download this one. It's not much graphics to it, but the data is superb. It's right on. I really trust this app, so you'll like it. Check it out.
This app here is called Clear Outside, and again, this video is not sponsored by this app. It's just an excellent app that I enjoy to use with my photography. So right now I'm loading up the current location. It's going to bring up the data for that location. Now there's not a lot of graphics, but man, look at the data. So at the top you can see the date, you can see the day, you can see the time, and you can see the sunlight. You can see what hours you have, golden hour and the blue hour and all that good stuff. You can also see the moon, and you can see below that total cloud coverage. So this is what I really like. It's great for finding those high clouds. So total cloud shows you how much coverage, 100%, 80%, and then you have low, medium, and high. Below that you can actually see visibility, fog, rain, wind direction, and how fast, whether there's a chance for frost or not. You can check out the dew point. All that good information is all in one app here. It's awesome, and lots of times it is pretty right on, pretty correct. So it's a good app. That's it for today. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed the video, and definitely subscribe if you haven't. There's a subscribe button below. If you like this video, please click like and let others know about the Photo Zoo. I hope to see you again next time. Check out this last photo I just took in this last scene.